Yo, Love and Lucifer, back with another video. Why is my camera so dark? Like, is there like tape or something? You're gonna film? I don't know. It's just annoying. I wish there was like a brighter way of like fixing this. Oh, that's for that. Video capture device. Can I change like the brightness? I can't figure it out, man. Is there like an angle I can do that's better? No, it's just the poor ass eye light. It's not the poor ass light. It's the camera being dumb. I don't get it. Anyway, let's start this. Yeah, no BS. Let's go share this around. Nah, I don't need to share it around. If you find it, you find it. Let's go. Okay, so, oh yeah, I am a music artist. As you can see, I have music right here. Please go check out if you like. If you want to hear one of my favorites, this is one of my favorites that I made.
Go into the fold and turn website layouts into an art form with Wix Studio.
Okay, they're starting the recording. Chris, you know you need to speak in this session, right? All your thoughts, or you will be committed.
Hold on, let me put on my thinking cap, cause I think that's a load of crap, but at the same time I think I don't wanna go through that. So, let's talk.
First of all, you look like you're dying. What the hell is going on with your body and mind?
Every single day and night I be crying, I be staying up all night, am not even lying. Everyone I see I think intrusive prying, see the hollow on my face every day, not dining on killer, she is not minding on how I stay.
So that part, then you can like hear another part right here.
Hey, why the fuck do you keep going for this same old thing?
I mean every word I ever been writing, nah I'm lying, I make shit up all the time to avoid the time, for the real times I wasn't lying, I masked the crime without even trying.
Also, yes, this is a real photo of me. That's not art. That is literally just a photo of me with a little bit of filtering on. A little bit of filtering, a little bit of photo editing. But that is my real body. Yeah. I'm not doing well. But yeah. I have stuff I want to go and uh where's playlist? Because I have stuff ready. I have stuff ready. Don't go there. I need to go to playlist. React on live. Here we go. I have 3 videos saved. We have 3 we're gonna watch. If you suggest anything,
I
let me
feel
know.
a tear formulating in my right eye
Use your
socket,
chat.
bro. Just off of reading this title. I am already sick
there
to
a
my
way I can,
stomach
like,
and I don't even know who this guy is. I'm not his friend. I don't know him, but just off for reading this title, bro. It feels like my right eye is about to drip with tears for him. It's saying he got home at 1 a.m. in the morning and caught his girl, who's the mother of his child. This isn't no random man. He's invested in her. This is his girl,
Oh well,
bro, who
I
he
can't see
has
the
a
chat.
son
Oh well.
with, getting clapped by a police officer. And the rest of the title, I'm not even gonna read. It just makes this shit even more sickening, bro. It said he took his body
Bro, that's
camera
just
off.
wild. You should have kept it on and released that to the public. Some people would want to watch that.
I gotta collect myself and just press play on the video. What are we about to get ourselves into, y'all?
Well, my name's on it. Because this is my home.
Look at this stance. First of all, she's dressed like a
Hi, nice to meet you.
What the
You're
fuck?
AI soulmate.
No.
Create your own character.
Ew.
bop, so she's gonna be blurred. Y'all should know this by now, but she's standing there. It's two things at once. It's like a teacher who just caught a student doing some dumb shit like throwing paper balls at her when she's turned around in class. Y'all remember those days. But it's also the pose of somebody who's mad at you for catching them doing something they're not supposed to be doing. The audacity to hit this pose after you were just getting railed by another man is insane to me, bro. Look, I always say don't ever resort to
Hey, she needed one way to get those cheeks clapped, and he wasn't there to do it. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Anyone who takes that seriously, oh my god.
violence, but I'm 7 seconds into this video and I would fully understand, if not back it, if he was to crash out. Just off of her stance, she just pissed me off. The nerve. Bro, you're supposed to be so ashamed.
Oh yeah, I do have to say, eventually, I'm starting. Well, it's not eventually. Eventually, it's gonna be like purchasable. I need the sleeves to get here, but I am starting to produce my own CDs of my music, so my albums will be sold physically. This is the very first one I've made. I am actually going to keep it for my own purposes. Yeah, I'm going to keep it for my own purposes. This one is an autograph one. That's my signature. That's the autograph. This one I'm not selling either. This is for a girl I'm talking to. But yeah, I'm producing my own CDs. I got a whole bunch of blank discs here. Considering I failed at the first two, like I messed up with the audio like burning and shit, which are these ones right here. That's why they're blank. That's why they're not in there. I'm gonna probably toss those or find something to do with them because they're blank and they're forever blank. You can't rewrite on them. It's actually kind of bullshit. But yeah, um, these are all blank. These are writable. I have one, two, three. Oh, I have four. I have four CDs that I can make and sell. The moment I have enough, I'm going to buy more CDs, of course. It costs like, how much? Costs like $30 for 100 blank CDs. So, I have $30 to spare. I'm getting 100 blank CDs. But yeah, I'm going to definitely have to make those into albums as soon as possible and sell them. Yeah.
That you would hide your face in the wall, not be able to look at your man dead in the eyes like he did something wrong. Look at this pose, man.
Because this is my home, I pay the bills, the mortgage in my name.
She did not just say, why do you care? What the
I mean, he
She
made fair
really did
points. The
say, why do
mortgage
you
is
care
his
about this?
name.
Yeah, bro, if he was to go ahead and turn this entire situation into a news article, bro, and it was a different type of Spirit ENT video, I won't even be mad. That would have made me crash out, bro. Oh.
Because this is my home, I pay the bills, the mortgage in my
Oh,
name.
that one first to oblivion. I can't even hit that
I'm
one.
just trying to figure out why when I pull in at 1 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning,
this
I
is
think
how
the
broke
police
I am. I'm
officer
hitting
at my
dead
house.
base.
This
Officer,
man is
what's
really.
your name and badge number, sir? Name and badge number, sir? Name and badge number, sir? Case.
He's out of breath. He's out of breath. Oh my god, he's out of breath. And look at, bro, he's putting stuff in his pocket. He's putting his watch back on. Is he tying up his belt as well? I mean, how do you even defend yourself in this situation? What is his excuse? What is this cop going to be like? Bro, you're not even you're dressed. You're a cop. You can't even be like, oh, I'm a plumber. I was here to fix your pipes that were mysteriously broken tonight. But your occupation, your disguise, your costume is.
Playing on iPhone? Now you can play Unlocked on PC with Google Play Games. Unlock bigger screens and better controls, so you can ascend towards Asgard. Go play on PC with Google Play Games. Download now.
Is a cop. What in the would you be able to say to this man to convince him that you weren't up here doing some nefarious activities with his girl, bro? Nothing. What are you gonna say? You were here to arrest her? I mean, honestly, that's literally the only thing you can say if you want to deny this shit or to serve her a warrant. It's no way he's out of breath, man. This is God testing you to see if you would really crash out or not. How are you supposed to react seeing a man panting and out of breath, putting his equipment and clothes back on, basically, while he was in your house with your girl, and not lose your mind and not do something insane?
Badge number? 6596. That's it? All right, thank you, sir. Why were you dispatched out here tonight? I wasn't dispatched. Why was you called out here tonight? Come over.
Oh, wow, he just said it straight up.
What's your name and badge number?
I know the quality is bad, bro, but his face is a little shiny. Those look like sweat pores, bro. This man is sweating and bro, y'all, it is an active battle right now inside of me to not let my old self out, bro. Seriously. I hope he had no feelings for that girl, man. I hope he had no feelings for her. I hope his heart is cold and he's able to handle this. Because if you had any type of feelings for that woman behind you...
Here tonight. Why was you called out here tonight? Come over. One more time, what's your name and badge number? And you're putting on your uniform and everything?
What? He was busy, bro. And then look at this dumbass fucking potatoes. You're insane. I would have slapped. Do y'all see what I mean?
Why did he have to censor the cleavage though? For real? Why did he have to censor the cleavage? Like,
why was you called out here tonight? Come over. One more time,
hold
what's
up.
your name and badge number? And you're putting on your uniform and everything? What?
He was busy, bro.
Yeah, he's putting back on his uniform. He was clearly fucking your girl, dude. Yeah, like, hold up.
And then look at this dumbass fucking potato.
Yeah, why did he censor that? Why did he censor that? Why did he censor that? Huh? There's nothing would show right there, except for what, a leg? Is a leg sexual now? What about that? What about that? That's just cleavage. That's a normal part of the human body that anybody would see if they're just outside walking around. Stop this. Stop this crap, man, YouTube. I hate this censor shit. My bruh. My bruh. Also, honestly, what would you do in this situation? If you found your girl fucking a cop in your house,
what is his
what would you
excuse?
do?
What is this cop gonna be like? Bro, you're not even you're
I know what I would do immediately. I would fucking leave that bitch because first of all, you're bringing 12 around. Second of all, you're cheating on me. I'm sorry, but if you're inviting 12 into the house, then you're out. You're out. You're out. You're out. The moment you invite them in, you're out. 9. Get it out. It's Shiza. Get it out.
dressed. You're a cop. You can't even be like, oh, I'm a plumber.
That
I
is how you say shit in German, right, Scheiße? Right? I hope so.
was here to fix your pipes that were mysteriously broken tonight. But your occupation, your disguise, your costume is a cop. What in the would you be able to say to this man to convince him that you weren't up here doing some nefarious activities with his girl, bro? Nothing. What are you gonna say? You were here to
Facts. Like you truthfully can't get yourself out of this situation. You're caught red-handed.
arrest
Or should I say red-headed? That was trash. That was a trash joke.
her? I mean, honestly, that's literally the only thing
I
you
had to hide
can
my face in
say if you want to
embarrassment.
deny this shit or to serve
I had to hide my face like a little cuck hiding in a window.
her a warrant. It's no way he's out of breath, man. This is God testing you to see if you would really crash out or not. How are you supposed to react seeing a man panting and out of breath, putting his equipment and clothes back on, basically, while he was in your house with your girl, and not lose your mind and not
He was giving her that. He was giving. He was giving her that PDD. Police Department Dickin.
do something insane?
Badge number? 6596. That's it? All right, thank you, sir. Why were you dispatched out here tonight? Why was you called out here tonight?
Oh wow, he
One
just
more
said it
time,
straight
what's your
up.
name and badge number?
I know the quality is bad, bro, but his face is a little shiny. Those look like sweat pores, bro. This man is sweating and
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna say that. 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 That's rude. That's rude. Well, I'm just gonna say he could fit two cheeseburgers at once in that mouth. There's a reason why he's sweating after all the movement he's been doing, plus he's caught red-handed. I said it. I didn't care. I said it. I said it. He could fit two cheeseburgers in that mouth, man. He can fit two whole cheeseburgers in that mouth. If y'all can't take jokes or hyperbole, then y'all need help.
bro, y'all,
Did I
it is
start the recording itself? Because I know I'm live. I did. Yeah.
an active battle right now inside of me to not let my old self out, bro. Seriously. I hope he had no feelings for that girl, man. I hope he had no feelings for her. I hope his heart is cold and he's able to handle this. Because if you had any type of feelings for that woman behind you,
My collar's blue, my neck is red. I'm working like a donkey. I've been seeing that everywhere. I'm sorry. It's in my head. It's in my head. I'm sorry. I can't get it out of my head. And I hate country, so like, that's ironic because I've made three country songs. But still, I hate country, man.
Here tonight. Why was you called out here tonight? One more time, what's your name and badge number? And you're putting on your uniform and everything?
he was
Yeah,
busy,
y'all
bro.
just got them
And then look at this dumbass fucking potatoes. You're in
Also, that what? You're an says the girl who is getting her ass clapped by a fucking pig in his home. His home. Not yours. Did you pay for it, girl? No. Is it your name on the mortgage? No. No.
insane. I would have slept.
I'm not calling him a pig because of his weight. I'm calling it because he's 12, man.
Y'all see what I mean? I gotta hold him in, bro. I can't. Shut the fuck up and go hide in a room, you shameless thought. Shut up. She said you're insane. Who? Bro, you're lucky your man isn't a
Oh,
crap.
she said insane? Oh, damn. No, what's insane is fucking a dude in your partner's house. That's insane.
Crash out, bro. We are 52 seconds into this interaction. You're dealing with the calmest
And what's
male of
also
all
insane is
time.
my music,
You are please
bitch.
thank. Even
Go
though
check it out.
you're a different prototype
Why
of
did I show
man,
the
a
autograph
human. I
one?
mean, but you need to thank God he's not a crash out. He has had 52 seconds of crash out material to work with, but he's choosing to take the no violence and the level-headed response here, right? And then here you come trying to antagonize him. You do realize you could have literally caused a altercation or something worse between these two men just because you are choosing to be a hoe in his house. Don't open your mouth. Shut up.
My son's in here sleeping, and disgusting, bro. Vanessa, I'm fine.
Oh, and their son's there? Damn, you're a bitch. And you're calling him disgusting? You're the disgusting one.
On a lawsuit, and you know I got the money, baby girl. My son's in here sleeping right now, and there's an officer that just got that. Hey, so what's the time, officer? Can you tell me the time right now?
This is that lighting the gas shit, bro. This is worse than that. This is lighting the petrol, bro. This is lighting nuclear uranium. What she's doing to him right now, she's literally begging him to crash out, man. I said that word like 20 times in this video. She's following him, calling him disgusting and insane. When I told y'all what people say about you is a reflection of how they feel about themselves. Like if you got hating ass piece of shit people who just hate on you. This is just a little separate, but this ties into this. I mean, this is the perfect example of it. They will say to you how they feel about themselves. You're insane. You're insane. You're disgusting. You're more than disgusting. You're filthy. It's just crazy that she has the audacity to look him dead in the eyes with zero shame in her eyes. Bro, she feels no guilt at all when there's a full-blown cop who is just blowing her. Yeah, bro.
Blowing that back out, blowing that back out, blowing that back out, blowing that, blowing that fucking back out.
This is...
I'm a dick.
Officer, can you see the time on your wrist and tell me what the time is right now?
And he is sweating. He is sweating. Look at his face, bro. That's sweat. His face is shiny. And his skin is red. Meaning he's been active, bro. He's had a nice workout in his house. Bro, he has a pump.
Wrist and tell me what the time is right now. You are a servant.
Yeah.
I pay my taxes.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the time is right now? And you're putting on your body cam that you took off to my old lady.
I didn't have sex with her, man.
Is there a body cam that's been put on? Look how sweaty his face is.
Oh my god. Okay, see, why did
You didn't have sex with her, but you're in her house putting your clothes back on. You're sweaty. You're red. Your voice is squeaking like you know you did something bad. You're giving your badge number and your name, and you have your uniform, and you have your body cam, which means you're on the clock giving cock.
you just lie? Why did you just say you didn't do it? Bro, that's the most he's been at. Bro, I promise you, he's never chased a suspect down, and it was not as hard as what he was up to in his house. This is the hardest workout he's had all 2025, all this year. And he's a big boy, bro. He doesn't get too many of these. You can't even lie, bro. Honestly, genuinely, you've already discredited yourself, or what's the word, dishonored your job, right? By trying to clap somebody on the job.
Fact.
Insane. You're already a piece of shit, basically, for trying to do this, especially while you're on duty, active duty. You're literally out here supposed to be protecting the streets, but this is what you're up to. You're already in the gutter. The best thing you can do here is shut the up and leave the house. That's literally the best thing you can do, because you sitting here lying with a bro.
Hey!
Why so many ads?
Bro, it looks like you poured water on your face. That's how much you're sweating. You can't even lie. You can just shut up and leave. Just eat this on the chin and shut up and leave, bro. Let him handle her.
To my old lady.
I didn't have sex with her, man.
Is there a body cam that's been...
Wait. Cops can have hand tattoos? Wait, cops can have hand tattoos? That's insane. When could they have hand tattoos? When could they have hand tattoos? I never thought police could have hand tattoos. That's insane.
Put on. Look how sweaty his face is. Has there been a body cam that's been put on since you've been here?
No, bro. Why would you even want to see that if it was on? You don't want to see that. You're not going to be able to, bro. You might die of starvation of self-inflicted.
Do you know why I would want to see that if my partner was doing that with a police officer? Because then I could have the evidence, I could bring her to court, and I could literally get her evicted and restraining order and get him fired. It's evidence.
Famine. You don't want to see that. Thank him for not having a body cam on.
On my son.
You're crazy,
You're dumb, baby
bro.
girl.
You're crazy.
Hey, you can see your way out. Whoa, hey, one more time, officer. What was you dispatched here for?
I already told you, buddy.
You never told me. It's been on camera the whole time. Punk ass. Get on, nigga.
Yeah, you got to kick her out too, bro. Like literally right after. It has to be an immediate thing. I need a part 2. Whoever this guy is.
You can't. You need a court order.
That posted this, give me a part 2. DM it to me at Spirit ENT on Instagram now. Post a part 2 and show me proof that you are a man, that you still got your balls on you, bro, that you got testosterone in your voice and in your body. The only way to prove that is to post a part 2 of this where you kick that little skunk out of your house. Not only did she disgrace you, but she also had the audacity to light the gas and gaslight you into thinking that you're a piece of shit for coming home to your house and finding her up to that in your crib. Jobs.
Facts. 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 Just to make sure that I'm like doing this ethically, make sure it's like double the time. Double the time. Yep.
Not finished. Do that for me, please. I respect you for not crashing out. I will be completely. Let me actually take my headphones off and break this down now. I've always told y'all it is 2 ways, or I should say, 3 ways where, God forbid, if any of y'all find yourselves in a crazy ass situation where you're getting cheated on and it's like you walking into it, God forbid, I hope none of y'all ever have to experience this, and me included, right? But
no, but I've been SA'd in front of the mother of my ex before. So, yeah.
I'm just saying. Usually in these videos and just in these situations, how it goes is either the person literally crashes out and turns this shit into a news article where I have to sit there and read specified details of how the crashed out and killed somebody. That's the first reaction. And the first reaction also includes usually beating the shit out of the guy, just straight up beating the out of him.
Or beating up the girl if you're 6'9". I watched that interview. He admitted to it. 6'9" admitted to it. He beat his girl because she cheated.
For some reason, not going after the girl always puzzles me because it's her that you put your trust in. You don't know this guy. If the guy is not an enemy of yours or a friend of yours, you got no reason to really like go after him instead of your girl. That's the first reaction. The second reaction is either the guy just cries, bro, or the person that's getting cheated on literally just breaks down in tears and cries, and it's like a whole expose of them crying. And then the third reaction is kind of this, bro, where you're able to control your emotions and kind of separate, like just not give a you don't care. She's dead to you completely, but you're still going to confront both of them and post it to the internet to expose their behavior and how nasty of individuals they are. So this is what he did. He literally chose the perfect way to handle this. I will be completely honest with y'all. Yes, I was disgusted by this and would have fully understood if he took route 1, but this is exactly how you handle these situations if you're ever, God forbid, placed in them. You don't crash out.
Well, he can't punch the officer now. That would be punching an officer. That would literally be a fucking felony, right? Is that a felony? A normal citizen, he could kick his ass and probably get away with it.
You don't let this shit emotionally affect you too much. You kind of hold yourself together and understand that this bitch is dead to you and she is not worth ruining your life for further by giving her an insane reaction. The best thing you can do is to take out a camera and protect yourself. The best thing you can do is to take out a camera and just, protect yourself and do this. So I will say he handled this perfectly. Y'all can get in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about this. She had tattoos all over her thighs and legs. If you get married, if you choose to literally get married and committed to a girl with tattoos, all I'm gonna say is that's a risky business, bro. That's a risky investment. That's like investing into a shit coin. I mean, yeah, sure, there is a probability of it going up and you making, but most likely 99.7% of the time, bro, it's just a bad.
What do you mean? It's 99.9% of the time. No meme coin has actually made somebody money except for scammers. Just saying.
Investment. It's not as bad as a nose piercing, I'll say that, right? If you get married to a girl with a nose piercing, you basically got married to the devil's seed. GG's, bro.
Hey, don't diss my children like that.
But tattoos are right under. Anyways.
I ain't even got children. But I am Lucifer.
Get in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. I just uploaded a crazy Patreon exclusive.
Alright. So yeah, he came home to this cop clapping his girl at 1 a.m. What he did next is cold.
So make sure y'all check it out and join the Patreon.
Yeah. Join his Patreon
As well. What y'all get on there is basically videos that are 10 times crazier than anything I have.
Go subscribe, go like, go check him out. Alright. I am Love and Lucifer. I am the leader of the Cult of Eve. Yes, our collective is gonna grow. I am now going to move on to the next video. So, if you're watching this in video format and not live format, you may comment down what you think about this situation. You may tell me what your thoughts are, what you would do in this situation. Don't get too violent now, or YouTube gods will smack you down. But, hey, we're all crucified in this life. We all go through hell. And that's why I will rise. Okay. I don't know. I had something better in my head, but I am like exhausted. I'm also 20 now. Yay. 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 Next year is gonna be a fucking blast. Woo. The moment, man. Next year is gonna be a blast. But I'm in the apparently these are like the best. This is going to be the best decade of my life. That's what the 20s are supposed to be. So yeah, hopefully it is, even though I've literally been running from death's door my entire life. Hopefully I will rise finally, instead of being dragged back down to hell with all the other demons and the lost souls screeching for help, screeching for a way out. I digress. I will see you, and I rest. Next recording. Welcome to another video. Today you are watching the Coalition of Eve, the Cult of Eve. I am Love and Lucifer. I am a music artist, and I am very proud of my work. I will always keep rising. I will always keep making more music. Anyways, you've heard the intro. I'm back making commentary. It's commentary over videos, but reactions are a form of commentary. I don't care what people say it is. I will be making actual full-on commentary videos on my commentary channel, though. Like, I gotta get back to this shit, man. I gotta get back to this shit, man. But yeah. Anyway, let's go! In this video, what are we watching? What are we reacting to? We are reacting to Alex Jones' terrifying update. Shocking Epstein news has elite scrambling to explain by Jesse on Fire. Let's give this a watch.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words,
All right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back. So we're going to get right into this video right now because we got a lot of stuff to cover, and I'll just lay it out in advance, okay? We have another episode of the former CIA employee, Sarah Adams. She's been frantically going around on these podcasts to tell us about a coordinated attack that is very, very likely to hit the United States over the next, I don't know. I'll let her talk. So we're going to look at that. We're also going to look at some new information about the Epstein case. Very, very interesting, where the mainstream media is now just straight up being like, it's not true, right? Like the official story is not true. We're talking mainstream media, and I want to show you guys that because I want to tie it to something else, okay? Because all of a sudden, right, we got a lot of stuff done on the Israel and Gaza stuff, and it all coincided with this sudden influx of Epstein news. And given the fact that I saw Tucker Carlson claim that he could confirm 100% that Bibi Netanyahu had been saying to people internationally that he runs Donald Trump and Donald Trump does what he says. And I'm going to show you the timeline between a new report that came out that said that there was about to be an atomic bomb dropped on Donald Trump having related to the Epstein thing. This other story about Ghislaine Maxwell. And then suddenly we have a peace deal. And I think that I can tie connective tissue to all of that would indicate potentially what's been going on. And to be clear about what my implication is that I think that given what Bibi apparently has been telling world leaders, they must think that they have something on Trump. The only thing that I could imagine would be something related to Epstein. And since
If there is anything tying Trump to Epstein, it's the people around him and not specifically him, because even people close to Epstein have said that Trump hasn't done anything. The victims themselves have said that Trump hasn't been a part of it. So I'm just saying, who are you going to listen to? The victims or random people online? The victims say that Trump isn't doing enough and he needs to release it. Yes, that is true. He isn't doing enough with it and he isn't releasing enough. But I'm not going to call him something that has no evidence. I'm not going to say he's a part of something that I truly feel like he's not a part of. And there's no evidence supporting that he's a part of it. There's evidence supporting that he is definitely protecting somebody. But there's plenty of people around him who have, well, allegations towards being on that island. It's probably, definitely them that he's protecting. Probably also the connections to Israel, the Mossad connections, yeah. That too. Plus, literally being in written court statements, he was a part of the FBI. Like, he was one of them. So, or it was CIA, either or. But I can't fully remember right now. But that just shows that, yes, they're definitely protecting someone, whether it's someone in the FBI, someone that's close to the FBI, someone that's like very close to the, I'd say, administration. There's probably someone in the administration. But I don't think Trump himself is one. Has he done inappropriate and bad stuff? Yes, he has. That's been proven. But he hasn't done shit like that, and there's no evidence towards that.
Single investigator who has talked about this has said that Trump had no wrongdoing as it relates to the Epstein case. I would imagine that it's probably a bluff on Israel's part and that they are floundering because they clearly didn't want a peace deal. Somehow the peace deal got done anyway, but not before suddenly there's this huge influx of Epstein news, right? So I'll get into the details of exactly what I mean in a second. And but actually what we're going to do first is I'm going to show you a clip that Alex Jones put up that I watched this morning that I think is critical for everyone to see because he's talking about where we are internationally between China.
World War IV? What? We haven't even done 3. Alex Jones, what the fuck are you talking about?
World War IV is how he characterizes it. So we're going to start right there, and then we're going to get into all of this other stuff. Go ahead and, if you don't mind, I'm handshaking you. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and that is the agreement that we made. That's why I have such an amazing viewer base, because I go, guys, if you're going to watch my content, do you mind please subscribing to the channel? And everybody just does it. You know, I've gained 46,000 subscribers in the last 28 days. Okay, that's how amazing my audience is. And please like this video as well. And let's rock and roll right.
I don't know. I don't know. I need to watch this. I
Right
don't
now.
mean sure.
Okay, let's watch
I'm
this.
not
In
liking
Russia war,
something
the
just because
NATO
someone tells
U.S.
me.
proxy war with Russia has come to its most dangerous point at this time.
But you should definitely like and subscribe if you like my content. And if you like the videos I post, the music I post, definitely like and subscribe. I would very much appreciate that. Shameless plug.
Russia has succeeded in its special military operation, securing the east of Ukraine
I make
and
music.
Crimea.
I
And
produce my
now,
own
because
CDs. These will be
Ukraine
on
is not
sale
having
soon.
elections and now not suing for peace,
Hopefully. They'll
and
be like
NATO
an
has
Etsy
decided
shop
to
or something.
continue on, Russia is expanding and taking even more cities and more towns and talking about
eBay,
circling
maybe.
Kharkiv and Kiev and then forcing everybody to evacuate and then leveling the place. So that's what happens in these wars, and these escalations continue. And NATO has not come to the table with any of the deals that Putin had basically agreed with Trump. So now Trump says that he is going to give them.
Why is he recording this in the mall?
That's called true hustle. He ain't got nowhere else to record it right now. It's called true hustle. He's hustling, man. Don't disrespect his hustle.
I'm sorry, like I know this is and we're gonna get into the China, so he's gonna talk about the China. Like, why is he recording this in the mall? I'm sorry, I just like I have to at least throw that in there. That's super random.
Tomahawk cruise missiles in the next few weeks, he thinks. Russia came out today and said that is absolute war, that is direct war. You do that, we're going to start targeting NATO targets.
To be clear, I talked over that. Sorry, Trump said that he would give
I don't really know much about that.
Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine, and Russia said, if you do that, we're going to start targeting NATO targets. I don't know, man. People who think that that's impossible should anything is possible, man. Anything is possible. This is really scary, but nonetheless, I'll let him continue.
This is why there was a threat escalation ladder the RAND Corporation developed in the 50s that has been adopted worldwide. Every government uses it, okay? That's why, remember, Biden said we can't give them F-16s and Abrams tanks. That leads to World War III. Because on the escalation ladder, there's the next escalation, and we're following the exact escalation up into limited nuclear war, total nuclear war, that basically just happens in a few hours once you go into the last few steps of this. So we have such a normalcy.
Well, shit. Maybe I can stop suffering. Or maybe I'll survive that like I do every other fucking time I should have died. And maybe I'll survive it like the times that I was close to dying as well. Like, I just want to stop suffering.
Bias, though, that everybody just seems like, oh, that's a million miles away. Ukraine might as well be Mars. It's not. China just cut off all rare earth mineral exports to anybody that works for the U.S. They control 95% of it, okay? The globalists allowed them to be in positions like that. And now China's double-crossed them. This is absolutely out of control. So we're in the new world war. And that's what all the big think tanks have been saying for a couple of years. But now it's official, okay? You got 100,000 plus North Korean troops in Ukraine, more coming. You've got all these different proxy wars going on. This is the new world war. Now, the CIA called the Cold War World War III. I agree with that term. This is really World War IV, and it's getting kinetic.
The Cold War, when was the Cold War dedicated World War III? I don't think it ever fucking was, but okay.
It's economic, it's cultural, and it's incredibly dangerous. And NATO did start this. Doesn't mean Russia's perfect. But NATO and the EU are the bad guys. They encircled Russia. They started it. In the case of China, they're the bad guys. They're going into Vietnam, grabbing islands and drilling rigs. They're going into islands around Japan. They're going into the Philippines and stealing islands and ramming people's boats and everything. I mean, they are out of control. They're building huge ports.
Yeah, ram the boats, motherfucker. I'm joking.
In the Caribbean.
I just think that's kind of a sick fucking visual. Just boats going.
They're just taking over. They're trying to push us out of the Panama Canal. So that's the big issue. That's what we should be dealing with, not in this damn thing with Russia. But the EU and the globalists have just absolutely positioned the U.S. for collapse at the end of the dollar, and they're actually working with China. The EU is actually working with China to get us distracted with the Russians off on our flank. Trump knows that, and it's got to stop now. I'll be covering this more today, 4 to 8 p.m. on the Sunday transmission. Please join me then, and please share the live feeds, because you have all the power. You are the Paul Revere's. Follow me on Next World Alex Jones, and follow me on the Alex Jones Network channel and Alex Jones channel. There's several on Rumble. God bless. Thank you so much. Pray for peace. It's very, very serious. And please take this very, very serious.
Okay, so here's what I want to say about that. The reason that I thought this is so important to show, given all of the stuff that's been going on, I mean, obviously I've done a heavy amount of coverage on the Charlie Kirk case, and I have also subsequently done a lot of coverage of the rise in...
The Charlie Kirk situation is honestly fucking sad. I'm a fucking Satanist, and I even think that was the most fucked up thing that left has done for a long time. And then they started killing more people for their opinions and thoughts and shit. I can't be a part of. I'm a conservative libertarian. If you don't know what that is, that's someone who follows the Constitution but is open to change of America. So, trans rights, I'm open to. Gay marriage, I'm open to. Anything that doesn't affect the direct Constitution but adds on to the Constitution without messing up the original point. So, like gay marriage, that would be added on to the Constitution. That would not fuck up the Constitution or rewrite the Constitution. That's just a little bit of an additive. That's what it means. We can add stuff, we can't take stuff away. That is what I believe. We can't take away anything from the Constitution itself, but we can add stuff around it without affecting the original bill. A conservative libertarian is also an intermediate. I actually have more left views than I do right views, which is insane because honestly, most of my family is on the right. I should have more right views, but I don't. I have more left views. But I would never consider myself on the left. Why would I never consider myself on the left? Because they kill people for their opinions. They censor you for your opinions while saying worse shit than what they're trying to censor. It's disgusting. They're also extremely overly sensitive about anything you fucking say. While also being incredibly insensitive with the things they say. It's literally performative empathy. Is performative empathy. Is performative sympathy. It's not real. If they truly felt the way they were, they wouldn't do the same fucking thing they call out. I can't be on the right, I can't be on the left, but I would never, will never associate myself with being on the left. From the shit that's been going on, no. No. They're supporting terrorists. They are pushing propaganda that is created by terrorists. If you don't believe me, Hassan Piker is literally a case example. He is a terrorist. He's part of Antifa. He has said he's part of Antifa. He has admitted to being a propagandist. Literally admitted to being a propagandist. And he's the biggest political commentator on the left. That says everything we fucking need to know. The fact that he's still supported, the fact that he could get away with the shit he's done and talked about and said, that is the fucking issue. That is a point blank headshot of an example.
Violent rhetoric in the United States between the two sides. And when I watch this, like, I can't possibly stress enough how important it is that we chill on the Democrats versus Republicans thing. Like, if everybody doesn't recognize what we all actually want collectively, we all basically want pretty much the same thing. We all want to be able to do what we want to do. We want to have access to the resources that we want to have access to, that we think are important to us, and we want to live in a prosperous society where we're not afraid of violence, that we can relax and do all. I mean, I think that's what everybody wants, right? I mean, like, I know that there are people who have built their ideology around the deep, like, hatred that they have for the other side.
Why buy a new computer when you can save money instead? PC Cleaner fixes slow PCs by...
But at the end of the day, it's like, listen, okay, if you can't set that down and some of this stuff comes to fruition, we're all finished, okay? Like, if the dollar stops...
That's fucking true.
Being the, base currency that we trade, energy on and all that stuff. Like, if they really push out the dollar, if they're able to encircle resources and then cut us out, like that's what China's putting these drastic controls on rare earth mineral exports. Dude, we need that for everything. We need it for AI. We need it for LCD. Like, we need it for literally everything. And they have 95% of it. How we allowed that to happen is absolutely unbelievable to me. I don't, this is not my world, obviously. And if someone was like, hey, what do you think we're doing in Ukraine fighting for that? Is we're trying to make sure that we have access to that. I don't know if that was, at least it would make sense to me. Why this is so important for us to be in there banging with these guys like this. But like have you guys ever played the game Catan? Okay, Catan, I love the game Catan. My buddy Patrick Gavia, he's another creator.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
On here, he gave that to me as a gift. And he was like, I learned a lot about business playing Catan. In Catan, you need to there are all these resources all over the board, and you strategically build roads, and then you monopolize. Well, if you're smart, you monopolize. If you can monopolize a single resource, just one, everybody needs at least what, everybody needs those resources, all of them, at least for something. So if you can ensnare and monopolize one resource, you have everybody by the balls. That is the strategy that I play almost every single time. Is I let them fuck around. They're like, oh, I need a big variety. I'm like, nope, I just want to ensnare that one. The way that it's, the way the board's set up. And that's essentially what China's done. I mean, they've also done that in addition to the fact that they manufacture everything. Like, I don't think people really understand how by the balls China really would have us in the event that they wanted to squeeze. They manufacture 95% of our, or whatever, 99% of our pharmaceuticals. They just stop exporting to us. Nukes, they nullify the ability for superpowers to go to war. And so when it comes to trade, like, Trump's like, that's why Trump made that announcement. He's like, well, we'll do 100% tariffs. It's like, bottom line is, everybody needs to stop fighting with each other.
Which I don't agree with. I do not agree with that. Because that's fucked up.
If we can, because we're all on the same team. Like, if this doesn't make you recognize that we're all on the same team, and I realize, like, sending a video of Alex Jones to the left and being like, listen to Alex Jones, man, is probably pretty ridiculous. But it is important that everybody gets on the same page because, like, we are all on the same team.
Alex Jones is, like, honestly, he's funny. He's a nut job. But sometimes he's right on the fucking money. They're turning up frogs gay. That was right on the fucking money. That was right on the money.
Okay? If you're trans and you're 24 and you...
But he is a complete nut job. That Sandy Hook thing was, like, completely outrageous.
Think that, like, I'm a Trump supporter, so I hate you. I don't. Okay? I don't have any issue at all with you being trans. None. I support you even being trans, as long as you're not making kids trans. That's all we care about. At least the people.
Facts. Oh, but what if kids feel a certain way? They can wait until they're an adult to do it. Just like alcohol, just like weed, just like everything. They can wait. Otherwise, they are harming themselves. You are letting them harm themselves. And I can speak from experience because I've harmed myself since I was 11 with vapes. So, yeah, I can speak on that. You're letting them harm themselves, and you are technically at fault of them being harmed. Let me make this simple for you. They are taking drugs that completely morph how their body reacts naturally to growth. They are taking hard prescription drugs to change their bodies during growth. Some have gotten surgeries. It's documented. Some have gotten surgeries, very few, but some, which is literally mutilation, self-mutilation. That's what it is. If you remove something from your body that is naturally there, you are self-mutilating. I fully support being a trans person. I fully support taking that step to make yourself feel comfortable in your own body the way you feel. But wait until you're an adult. Wait until you're 18. Wait until you're 19. Either or, 18 or 19. Honestly, I think 18 because that's when you can do everything else except alcohol. Yada 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 yada. Even though it should still be 18, you can smoke weed in Missouri at 18. You should be able to do that everywhere, honestly. Because why the fuck is it 3 years more? That has literally ever since they upped the age, more and more kids have been doing it. Like, honestly, we just let's bring it back to 18, please.
But think like me. Is like when there are crazy groomer parents who are virtue signaling to get kids on the, or people where there's this whole pipeline that is incentivizing young kids who are just probably gay, right? They're just gay kids. It's fine to be gay. And then all of a sudden now we see them like all of them are getting on this road to transition because they're confused. We're trying to protect you guys. And then we have this.
Whatever happened to being a feminine male? Like a femboy? Like, I'm not even kidding, when I was growing up, femboys were everywhere. Then suddenly all trans all trans kids, no femboys coming up, no femboys growing up. There's like no feminine dudes. If you're a feminine dude, you're suddenly trans. That is something that I disagree with completely. Because like you could take when you're a kid, you don't know what the fuck you are. You don't know what the fuck you are. You're still confused. You're still mentally confused. You're still growing as a person. You're still learning things about the world. You're learning things about yourself. I was a very feminine kid when I was really little. I was playing, like when I was like 3, 4, 5, I was playing with My Little Pony. In school, I had a My Little Pony backpack in, what was it? Fucking elementary school? Or like the beginning of middle school? Why? Because at the time, I felt very feminine. But I was a little kid, and growing up, now I'm completely like nowhere near that at all. Through my experiences, through life hardening and toughing me, I have became completely to where I'm happy being masculine the way I am. and wanting someone who is submissive, wanting someone who is loving, caring, and effeminate. I want someone who is effeminate. I don't want someone who is masculine. I want someone who is very, 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 very effeminate. And I want to be the top in the relationship. I am happy the way I am. Very happy with how I am as a person. But if I was born 10 years later, they would have tried to make me transition as a kid. And that I don't fucking support with. Leave the kids out of it. Leave the kids alone. Let them grow. Let them be them. And if they're still feeling that way as an adult, then clearly they are that way and they can transition. Simple as that. Simple as that. When they're an adult, if they felt that way their entire life, perfectly fine. They are trans, they can transition.
And also, just to reiterate how important it is that we all get on the same page again and stop fighting with each other, okay? Because if this happens, if we get a bunch of suicide bombers who target airplanes, who are targeting airplanes and eliminate 4,000 Americans in one day, okay, coming at churches, coming at neighborhoods, coming at on U.S. soil with all of this complex.
Also, just so you know, I am pans. I don't care what gender you are at all. If I love you for your personality and you, then I love you. That's why I have exes who are men. That's why I have exes who are trans. That's why I have exes who are women. Because I honestly don't care what you are. I love you for you.
All of this complex planning, like we are all on the same team. I promise you the
And I accept you for you.
This happens, me and everybody else that voted for this guy and everybody who voted for the other guy, we are all on the same team immediately, and everybody will recognize that. Hopefully, that does not need to happen for us to figure that out. Now watch this, okay?
You had mentioned before that they are coordinating terrorist sleeper cells in America, and they want to do an October 7th style attack. What does that look like? I mean, I don't think they could take people hostage like they did in October the 7th. Is it just a mass casualty situation, or do they think they're going to take land? You know, they're going to take a small town? Or
imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want.
You know, what do you think that's all about?
So what we've seen, at least with the plotting, I'd say there's 3 pieces.
You can make your kids feel comfortable, though. You can be like, oh, if you feel like that, then okay. You feel like that. You can call yourself that when you're around me. But when you're out in public, no. You can act how you are. But you're not calling yourself a girl in public until we know, which would be a consistency of years and years and years and years, since mental stuff is so deep and embedded in a person that it literally takes years and years and years and years and years and years just to get a diagnosis of stuff like bipolar. I have bipolar 1. It takes 10 years to get a diagnosis of bipolar, even if you show symptoms of it. If you show symptoms of being effeminate, that does not mean you are female. If you show symptoms of masculine, that does not mean you are male. If you feel that way in your heart and you truly are the other gender, but you were born the wrong gender, then you would have a consistency of over 10 years or maybe 11 years, maybe 18 years of feeling that way. But it certainly would not be while you're still a kid. And that's just a fact.
One's a large aviation plot again, and that they're just going to do suicide bombers on planes and drop them down, and that's for mass casualty. The goal is to kill 4,000 people. Then they want something like you said about almost a hostage and hold ground. That seems to be some sort of assault or attack on Washington, D.C.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my opinion straight out there and straight clear. And if you misinterpret it, then you're literally not listening to what I'm saying, or you're just completely unreasonable and you want kids to actually get hurt. And that's a fuck you problem.
Because they want to cripple the federal government's response. And then the last piece, they are going to go into our communities, unfortunately, like it was for October 7th. ISIS is leading that piece, and how they trained is in 5 to 10 man kind of urban assault teams, and they're going to attack like churches, supermarkets, hospitals, and
burn the church.
They're going to do multiple locations.
I'm joking. God damn, people are sensitive.
At a time, so that'll be very difficult for law enforcement. And they're also going to either target law enforcement or look like law enforcement to fool civilians, which they also did that during the October 7th attack. So if it doesn't get thwarted, or pieces of this doesn't get thwarted, this will obviously be probably the biggest attack ever on the U.S. since Pearl Harbor. So it's a very, very scary situation.
Dude, if we know that, why are, like, wherever our source of information is coming from, you'd think we'd be able to act preemptively if we know that much. Nonetheless, to reiterate, okay, if they go into supermarkets and start whacking us out, do you think that they're asking anybody who they voted for? You know what I mean? Like, they're not asking who you voted for. They're like, you're American, you're my enemy. And then suddenly we are all on the same team again. All right, so we're going to get to the Epstein stuff here in a second, and we're going to go over what the big scandal here is. But first, I need to show you a word from our sponsor, Prize Picks, my number one sponsor.
Go check out his sponsor, whatever.
Welcome. I love all of you guys. Let's go. All right, so let's take a look now at the Epstein stuff that I was referencing. Okay, so all of this started when I saw this. Okay, so Eric Swalwell, not a very credible source, but Republicans planning a jailbreak revolt over the Epstein files. And the indication was that there was about to be a bomb that was going to drop, okay? And this came here, so it's like, it's coming to an end, guys. I've spoken to a lot of House Republicans this week, and they've confided that Trump's movement support is fading. The Epstein bomb is about to drop, and no one wants to defend a pedo protector. It's just a matter of time, Swalwell said in a thread on social media platform X, which is absolutely hilarious. Like, I can't get enough of the episode here where they are pretending that they are now the party that cares about kids. You're like, you have to be joking, dude. If Trump said that he stood for human beings breathing, they would just hold their breath until they died. It's hilarious. And by the way,
it's true, because they literally killed themselves on the fucking Tylenol. They literally killed themselves on Tylenol. One of the slowest and one of the most painful overdoses, and an incurable overdose. If you are not immediately administered the antidote, you are going to die slowly. And they're on ventilators. So it is a very slow and painful death. You fuck around, you find out hard. I feel bad for the children. I do feel bad for the children who lost their lives in the wombs. Like, truly, I feel bad for them. But the parents, you done fucked up, and you deserve that death slowly. You deserve that slow death. You were willing to fuck up and risk your child's life just so that you can prove a point. You are a fucking dumbass, and you deserve what came to you. Fuck around, find out. Like, honestly, the irony there is hilarious. We're gonna show you by overdosing on pills. Dude, You know how crazy that makes you look?
Hey, speaking of protecting those people, right? I want to show you guys something real quick, okay? Because I am, man, I go, here you go. This right here. Oops. Okay.
Land.
This video right here, okay? The Definitive Guide to Pizza and Gates, Part 1 on Coop. This is one of the best Pizzagate videos I've ever seen. Like, he crushes. I mean, if you're going to do a single one, obviously Mouthy Buddha has covered this extensively, but if you're going to just do one video, okay, go to Coop and watch this because he killed it. And again, this is one of those ones where if you watch this and you are like, oh yeah, there's nothing there, dude. Like, doesn't seem like there's much there to look at. It's like, are you out of your mind? Did you see the part about Tony Podesta's art collection? You know, what on earth are you talking about, dude? So take a look at that and then keep that in mind as, you know, you take a look at like, oh, the pedo protectors. It's like, okay, guys. Anyway, so that is where this all started.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Okay. Now, also, you know, within the last recent, however long, you got this thing that came from Michael Wolff, who was talking about these hours of audio that he had recorded talking to Jeffrey Epstein, who claimed that he was Donald Trump's best friend for 10 years and blah, blah, blah. And all that really indicates to me, because, you know, Jeffrey Epstein is not like a good source of information that I would trust anything from, which is why I'm not even going to get into any of this stuff. But what you can know is that clearly everybody knows they were friends. And all that indicates to me, right, is that maybe there would be something that Israel could lean on Trump about, right? Because over here, you're like, okay, so like, and again, the reason why all of this is relevant is because at the end of this thing, all of a sudden, like the day after that, we announced the Israel Palestine peace deal. Okay. So like anything that you could kind of see in the mainstream media, it's like, there's a new, you know, look at, oh, there's a bomb about to drop. And then suddenly you have this thing, right? Watch this.
Ever before been seen publicly. Scott McFarlane joins us now from Washington with more on this. Scott, what's in the photos? Good morning.
Hey, Tony, good morning. The photos were taken by New York's Office of Chief Medical Examiner, and they raise more questions than they answer. Epstein's body was removed before investigators arrived, and Epstein's cell, experts say, should have been treated as a crime scene, and by all appearances, it was not. On the morning of August 10th, 2019, convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein was found dead at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Lower Manhattan. This was the vow of then Attorney General Bill Barr.
He 100% killed himself.
We will get to the bottom of what happened.
Allegedly.
And there will be accountability.
Epstein's death was quickly ruled a suicide. But an investigation of jail cell photos by CBS News, working with forensic experts, has raised serious questions about the New York Medical Examiner and the FBI's work, including a failure to preserve the scene, log evidence, and run basic forensic tests. There are 90 photos in all, showing a cell strewn with blankets and strips of fabric tied to the bed and window grate. Items moved around, including a mattress, which is seen on the floor in an earlier photo, but appears on the bed in a later one. Looking at the metadata, that second photo appears to have been taken at 11:02 a.m. If that's accurate, the scene had been disturbed hours before FBI investigators arrived. Investigators also found several possible nooses, but did not conclusively identify the one that killed him.
What do you make of all these pictures?
What, dude? Like, this is what I'm saying. Where would this have come from? You understand that there had been a moratorium on anything in the media relating to Jeffrey Epstein, period. And like, a moratorium that reached all the way to the administration, where they're like, well, we're done with this thing, man. We're done. And then now we're like, oh, by the way, here are the crime scene photos, and clearly it was disturbed and intentionally staged. Like, you understand that's what that means, right? Like, if you have photographs taken like right now, and then before the investigators get there, the FBI
So he clearly did not kill himself. Yeah, he 100% did not kill himself. Allegedly. Allegedly, he did not kill himself. Did I say he killed himself? Because I meant to say he did not kill himself. Because, honestly, it was obvious the fucking moment they posted the fucking picture. Oh, he retired to your bed. He retired to your bed. He hung himself for the bed. You can't break your neck from a bed being here. And you choke yourself. In fact, you can't even realistically kill yourself and choke yourself from this angle. You lay on the floor like this, and you have your head being pulled up like this. All it's going to do is pull your head up. It it's not going to have enough weight to pull tight enough, consistently, long enough, just by laying like this. Because his head, realistically, was low enough to where it would lay on the bed and not pull any length. It was obvious fucking right there. Right when they posted that image. Not only the fact that his fucking neck bones were breaking, which you literally can't do on your own. It's all right there. He did not kill himself. He did not kill himself.
It's there. Everything is in different
Allegedly.
spots. Okay, that's staging the crime scene. There's no, I mean, like, why else would you be moving stuff around? Do you think these guys don't know that Jeffrey Epstein is a high value inmate that people are going to be very interested in understanding what had happened there? You know what I mean? Like, this is not normal by any stretch of the imagination. You know what I mean? Where is this cut? Like, where is all of this coming from? Why are they investigating this now?
Cheers. I make a crime scene gone wrong.
Herman Weisberg is a former NYPD detective turned private investigator.
Does it look to you like this was investigated as a suicide or as a murder?
To me, this looks like they took it at face value that this was a suicide.
While our investigation did not contradict the official determination of suicide, it does raise questions about what was done to rule out the possibility of murder.
If you realize that you've got a high-profile person that may or may not have committed suicide, but you need to prove that to people, this is not adequate as far as I'm concerned.
We've reached out to the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner, as well as former and current staff involved in the investigation, the FBI and the Department of Justice. All declined to comment, or Tony simply did not respond.
Yeah. So, pretty weird. Now we're about
They
to...
need to fucking just release these fucking files. They need to just release these fucking files. Honestly. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I hate pedophiles. They need to release these. They need to release these. They need to release these.
Take a look at the Ghislaine Maxwell stuff, but I saw this. Someone sent this to me, and I wanted to play this for you guys. This was someone recording Trump on the way to Israel. Okay, why is someone recording him on the way to Israel, and then all of a sudden this gets released? This is what I'm saying. Like, it seems like someone was leaning on him, dude. Okay, and this is the best they got. Listen to this. Okay,
a little cute. I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound. I may be in heaven right now as we fly in Air Force One. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make heaven, but I've made life a lot better for a lot of people. And you know, as an example, had the election of 2020 not been rigged, you would have millions of people living just in Russia, Ukraine alone. That would have never happened, and it didn't happen for 4 years. A little cute.
He's right about that, though.
now where did that audio come from? And by the way, I disagree with him. I disagree with him, dude. I think he's going to be all right, man. Listen, a life of debauchery.
Oh, he means
weighed up against, you know, the amount of work that he's done to actually genuinely help people, which I believe he is doing. I realize, I know, guys, I know leftists is like, yeah, right, he only cares about himself. Well, I disagree with you, dude. You know, but nonetheless, my question is like, how does this get out? How does this get out? You know? And I mean, this is Nick Sorter. This looks like it's from the White House. It says the White House audio only. That's so bizarre, man. That is very bizarre. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. But now, oh, by the way, and then of course, Prince Andrew, just who cares about Prince Andrew? But after he said that he had cut ties from Jeffrey Epstein, turns out that they found another message from him and he's like, oh, we'll play again soon. We're going to play again soon. Jeffrey Epstein, bring me some of those teenage girls. Creep. Okay, now let's go and take a look at this Ghislaine Maxwell thing too, right? So mystery visitors plunge Ghislaine Maxwell's Texas prison camp into lockdown as inmates complain of preferential treatment, report says. Maxwell had a mysterious meeting in the prison's chapel that prevented other inmates from getting their outdoor time. I don't know what that means, dude. Ghislaine Maxwell's unexpected arrival at a cushy Texas prison in... You don't usually hear those words together, cushy and Texas prison. This August has left other inmates unsettled, with some claiming that she seems to be getting preferential treatment. On a weekend in mid-August...
I honestly don't really care about that. She's a disgusting person who should be locked away no matter what. She shouldn't be released, but if her testimony and if she could get hundreds of other people, maybe thousands of other pedophiles locked away, then there will be way less damage in the world having her released. Think about the bigger picture, not the narrow part.
Not long after arrival, inmates at the prison were forced to stay indoors during their usual outdoor time as Maxwell met with several visitors in the prison camp's chapel. People familiar with the matter told the Wall Street Journal. The arrival of the 63-year-old former Jeffrey Epstein associate, who was convicted in 2021 of trafficking underage girls by the financier, has led to more frequent lockdowns, more armed guards on campus, and other changes at the prison, according to the report. That's interesting because usually, when pedophiles end up in prison, they get just whacked by the prison inmates. But apparently, if you are a prolific one of those who is collecting blackmail for nation states, you get treated like this. Current and former inmates at the usually docile prison, also home to Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes, seemed as though Maxwell had been receiving better treatment than other inmates. I wonder who she's meeting with, man. I wonder who she is meeting with, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think this necessarily connects to the rest of this case, but at the end of the day, dude, what I honestly think that I am being, like, what I'm trying to communicate is that I think that Israel did not want to do this peace deal. And at the end of the day, they were like flailing, not wanting to do it. And I think that, listen, dude, who knows how this connects to the Charlie Kirk case? At the end of the day, like all of a sudden there's all this stuff going on with the Israeli donors. And then you have pressure being put on them to make a peace deal. Suddenly you have all of this stuff coming out about Jeffrey Epstein. And then all of a sudden we have a peace deal that gets put in place. I mean, I think that is very likely to have been somebody flailing, like, we're not doing this and stop putting pressure on us to do this. Because otherwise, guess what's going to happen? They were just like, do it then. Go ahead and do it. Because what happens at that point? You know what I mean? They put that out. It's like, okay, well, you shot your...
Oh, yeah. Well, that was that. What do I think about it all? Alex Jones was pretty... I don't know. I kind of agree with some of the stuff he did. Kind of don't. The bombshell thing with Epstein, it's not really a bombshell. Uh, yeah, clearly they're trying to leverage information and shit against Trump for the betterment of only Israel. And it's disgusting what they're doing. And Trump, you need to stop giving in to this bullshit, stop protecting these awful people, and just release the fucking files! Release them! Release the fucking files. I'm tired of it. We've been waiting since literally your first term. Please release them. Anyway, this was this stupid video. I'm kidding. Good video. I agree with a lot. But that was that. But going on to the next one though. Wasn't too interested in that one, honestly. It was just, I'm tired of this shit. But yeah, next video. Hey everybody, it is Love and Lucifer, the cult of Eve. We are growing our coalition every day. I'm a music artist. You can go check out my music. I am very proud of it. Today we are watching No One Saw This Coming. It's a 2-minute video. It's a very
I
small.
don't know how it just keeps getting.
So let's do it. Apparently, there's more going on with this terrorist. He is part of Antifa. He is a designated terrorist.
Worse. It just keeps getting worse. Everything's falling apart. All of the lies are crashing down, and everybody is seeing the truth
You can see the tape. You can literally see the tape.
laid bare, and it is in fact exactly what everybody thought it was. So the story has changed so many times that I actually don't even remember what the story was originally. Don't they have like a group chat or something? You don't want to have like one person say it's green, the other person say it's blue. Truth is, it's actually purple. Cutie Cinderella went to Hassan's house to check the collar.
So, what I had to say, I'm at his house, I looked at the collar is taped off, where I...
Damn! 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 You got snitched on you got snitched on by one of your homies. Damn! You got snitched on by one of your homies. Damn! Damn! I'm sorry, that's just fucking amazing. Yes! Yes! Cutie Cinderella, you go girl for that one. You go girl.
I can just imagine Hassan watching this. No, don't say that. No, I said it wasn't taped.
There's no zap, there's only a vibrate function.
Then why did it need to be taped?
Here's the deal.
Here's the
I
deal.
have been...
Yeah, then why does it need to be taped, huh? Then why does it need to be taped? Then why does it need to be taped? You wouldn't put tape, clean brand new tape on the collar you are showing to the viewers because there was no dog hair at all on that fucking tape. You would literally not just put a brand new piece of tape on it to show your viewers if it was not a shock collar. Goddamn.
to Hassan's house
Yeah.
every day for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay? I have never seen the dog get shocked.
Whoa.
I have never seen the dog get shocked.
Well, that's because he probably doesn't do it in front of his friends.
I love how this dude immediately, instantaneously, because that's like that you say that with anything. I have never seen him beat his wife. He has never killed somebody in front of me.
He has a vibrating collar. I've seen it because guys, I'm a psycho. And it looks like I've seen it because guys, I'm a psychopath.
Bruh, even her homies, are not rocking with her right now.
I love dogs, okay?
Put it over like my hoodie and shock myself, and it almost took off my neck. I'm not gonna lie.
No, there's no shock. Like the electric prong.
What? He put it around his neck and shocked his and almost took him out. Then, bruh, yeah, Cutie Cinderella, you're now digging yourself a grave. I was like literally rooting for you at the start of this. Now you're just like you fucking you need to you need aiding and abetting. You need aiding and abetting. You need aiding and abetting of this animal abuse. That's what you need. You are aiding and abetting this animal abuse. I've always said shock collars were animal abuse. You can ask my mom. I've always said it. When she had one on our dog, I've always said it. It's animal abuse.
Are taken out of it.
That whimper couldn't have been due to a vibrate. This is
Facts.
Is I have never seen him shock the dog.
I've never seen him beat his wife. It doesn't happen. This is the worst argument that you could possibly make. Well, here's another question, right? Is that this is like another one of those like logic things? If you didn't intend to shock the dog, and there's two versions of it, one of them that can shock it and one of them that can vibrate, why did you buy the one that can shock? I don't...
Killed him.
Borderlands
Killed
3,
him. Killed him with that
where the
one.
bad guys are basically
Metaphorically
evil
killed him, grilled him, put him over the flames, scolding, hot, burned him. Damn. Facts. Mm-hmm. Burned him, killed him. Yup. Metaphorically. Yup. Mm-hmm. Boom. Ah, man. Bro, people are so stupid. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. I will see you guys some other time. Okay. What am I gonna do? Because I don't have anything else lined up. I'm going to end my stream, guys. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys feel okay. Yeah. Check out my music. I'm gonna have physical copies soon. I need to find a way to get more CDs. Hopefully, when I get a job, I should be starting work at a Dollar General in what is it, on the 25th. So 10 days, and I should be working. Hopefully, yeah. All right, see you guys.